How you going? It's just early in the morning and about 5:30, and I'm just heading off to look at some caves up around Eneabba and Lancelin, that sort of area, Lehman. Going to look at some caves and see what they're about. Some well known, some not so well known. It's going to be pretty sandy tracks up there, so tried to make the bite as light as possible. Got no panniers on it. Just everything in the top box and in the front bags. Try and keep the weight down a bit, and yeah, stay overnight and come back tomorrow. So we'll see what we find, and I'll take some video along the way. Sun's coming up. Just had a lookout. Just going to have something to eat, a bit of a rest, and then get back on with it. Just stopped to take a picture of the valley. Okay, I've turned off the road. This is the start of the cave track in. I'm not sure how sandy it is. It looks all right here, but it looks a bit sandier up there. But we'll see how it goes. Take it easy. So I'll just drop the tyre pressure a little bit on the bike, and so I'm running them pretty hard, and we'll be on our way. Stopped on top of this hill to get a bit of an idea of the track. It's a bit sandy, but it's pretty good so far. Not too hard. Sand hill up there, we'll see how that goes. First cave. Got here at the end. There's a few bees around, so I'm going to have to be careful. Obviously bees like caves, but we'll go and have a look and see what it's all about. Hopefully I can get back out that sandy hill on the way out. I think it'll be okay. It's pretty sandy, but it's not too steep, so we'll see how we go. As you can see, there's bees everywhere. I'm going to be very careful. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way in. There's a massive hive just there. I might just go to the front. Maybe I can get around them. So that's the cave. As you can see, massive amounts of beehives. There's one right here. So I don't think I'm going to upset them. I think I'll just won't explore that one. I might explore the next one if there's no bees. Okay, I decided not to go too far into that cave. Not that I'm allergic to bees, but there's a hell of a lot of them. And if they all decided to sting me at once, I could be in trouble. So there's plenty more caves to look at that I don't think have a lot of bees. So let's head to the next one. This one's a cave that's off the map. Well, it's on very few maps, so even though obviously people know where it is, but not so many. The next one is a much more well-known one, so I expect there even to be people there. So let's see what that one's like. Okay, I decided not to go too far into that cave. Not that I'm allergic to bees, but there's a hell of a lot of them. And if they all decided to sting me at once, I could be in trouble. So there's plenty more caves to look at that I don't think have a lot of bees. So let's head to the next one. This one's a cave that's off the map. Well, it's on very few maps, so even though obviously people know where it is, but not so many. The next one is a much more well-known one, so I expect there even to be people there. So let's see what that one. First part of the really soft hill. Doesn't look too much on camera, but it's damn soft. So yeah, gonna have to see how we go, and then there's another one, and then we're out of here. So yeah, we'll have to pick up a bit of speed and learn on the way. The tyres down pretty soft to get to that beehive, that cave, the beehive. So just pumping back up, got a bit of road coast to do. And back to us getting down, so I'm trying to save as much as possible. stopped in at the park, at the national park. See what's up here. Basically just some bushwalks up those hills. This is the car park. And we'll head off to yeah, the next cove. Okay, and there's a cave just over here. There's no path to it, it's just out there where those little trees are, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to go and have a look for it and see if we can find it. Down here, we've got a couple hundred metres walk through this prickly bush. So we're coming up on the cave here somewhere, near these bushes just here, around the front of here. And here she is. Down in there, let's see if we can get down there safely. Again, it looks like there's bees, quite a few bees. So we'll have to be careful. There's a hole down in here. And some holes up there. Lots of bees. There's bees all up in here. You can see there. So there it is, the whole crater. Pity there's too many bees, but I don't really feel like getting stung much. I'm just poking down to see if we can see in a hole. Looks like animals have been living in there. It's only a tiny hole, but it opens out down there. So there it is from the top. Okay, we'll make our way back to the bike and go to the next one, which is the Stockyard Gully Cove, which is pretty well known. Stockyard Gully caves. Coming on that sand, we will go and take a look. I think this is the biggest of them all, so we'll go and take a look and see what it's like. These look like quite tourist driven, shelters and roads and things, so not all that outback. Little river flowing through the cave. It's the flood level from 1999, obviously, then that's where it is now. So let's follow this river down. I guess this is the way. Walking down this valley. I think the cave should be around this corner, maybe. Across this log. So that's where I've come in. It's pretty dark in here. I'll have to go and get my torch. But it's a pretty big cave. You can see that line up that wall there. That's where the water's got to. You can see the water at the moment. It's right the way down there. So quite a bit higher, probably 1.5 meters higher. Okay, I went back and got my torch so I could see. Oh, across the water. Okay. So this must be the line from before. You see that line there? That would be the line from a flood. I don't know if you can see that very well in the video. But it's a pretty big cavern. Just keeps on going and going. God damn, that's tough on that sand. It's been kilometres of it so far. There it is there. And there it is there. I don't know when it's going to end, but you couple that with a lot of the places, the bushes are really close to the bike, scrubbing along the side of the bike, and big branches sticking out, and it makes it hard. But it'll take a little bit of time to get there. Only probably about 3 or 4 k's to go, so let's hope the soil changes. Okay, talk to you later. This is why it's called Beekeepers Road or Beekeepers Reserve, because there's lots of beehives in here. Must be a commercial operation for the size of it. Bees seem friendly enough. Pretty well set up for the night. Nice lake behind me. There's the lake, Lake Indoon. I'll get down there later. But I've got a bit of a fuel issue with the KLR. I'm just wondering if the little filter that's right up in the carby spout there is blocking up or something. I just did the run and it did it all quite well at low speed, but as soon as I got out on the road, it's been hesitating and lagging and mucking around. It's been doing a little bit of that. I just thought it was because of the exhaust pipe, but maybe something's getting blocked up, so I'll have a look at that. I've just got the main fuel filter off, so I'll have a look in there today, take it for a spin, sort the tools out. Okay, so I'll get on and have a look at this fuel filter. Green thing that is the standard KLR fuel filter. I'll try and get that out. There we go. And the fuel goes down from there down. So as you know, it's tiny. Just goes up inside the elbow up there. If you can see up in there it is there. Just that little black elbow. It's got nothing on it. So I think I'll remove this. I've got the main filter on there. Doesn't seem to be too bad. There's nothing in it. So I don't know what would be making the things surge and muck around, but maybe I will, I think I will take that off. I will start the bike and just make sure fuel runs out of the petcock, because the vacuum part of that might have stopped working, so I'll do that as well. Okay, that's what I'll do next. So I'll always bring a bit of fuel hose, just for these times. Hopefully I don't ever need to use it except this time. So we'll start it and just make sure fuel flows. There's a vacuum tap, or like a vacuum operated check up in there, so let's see. So as you can see, that's working perfectly. KLR doesn't need any more fuel than that, so let's hope it's one of these filter issues, or not something in the carby that's going to stop me. So here's dinner, or one of the dinners, spaghetti bolognese. Actually comes up very nice in these. So dinner by the lake, very tasty. Well, okay, nearly packed up in the morning. Hopefully that bike fuel issue's fixed and we can get somewhere. Filled up the water, put the last of it on, and then we're ready to go. Just on Beekeepers Road, just come through a creek and heading down there, the sandy road, looking for the last of the caves. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Just stopped here at the railway line. I'm just using the railway line track to get down to the highway. It's the Eneabba to north railway line. It's north-south one there, whatever that does. So just head down to the highway and then get back on the road. Stop for a bite to eat in this nice little spot. Little bay. And then head off to Lehman.